Hi, so this is Zubair. I joined Systems in 2012. I'm currently the VP of Strategy and Marketing. And prior to this, I've been working for another technology company, Zever, in Pakistan, having their presence in the US. Um, Earlier, I was in real estate sector. I worked for MR Properties, as a head of sales and marketing in Pakistan. And prior to that, I was running my own business. So that is where I started my career, and that was primarily in IT. I was developing IT solutions and selling it to companies. So my entire career has been around IT and real estate. Now primarily IT. I will talk about the bigger perspective first. The new digital policy that the latest government has launched seems very promising, right? And that is setting the tone. The National Digital Transformation Initiative and the $2 billion investment that they wish to make in the next 5 years, and the $10 billion IT exports that they anticipate in the next 5 years. I think these are some fascinating numbers, and this is setting the tone for where we have been. I think if we go on this path, the growth is expected to be at least 500% in 5 years. So it's and this will have a trickle down effect on the public sector and the private sector as well. So retail, I will start with retail because then other industries and private sector are also linked with it. I'll take retail example because a couple of years ago in 2012-13 when we were evaluating retail, we felt that it is 10 years behind where it should be as compared to the rest of the world. But this has changed phenomenally because of the latest trends in e-commerce. The RAS changed the landscape, and other players came in and they started to do things differently. Now we cannot say it's 10 years, maybe it's 3 to 4 years. So this is just one industry, but other industries are also catching up. They are coming at par to the Western economies where the latest technologies are being adapted and being executed. So yeah, Pakistan is on its way to catch up with the rest of the world. So the first and the foremost important vertical for us is public sector. Right? They are the largest customer for Systems Limited. We do, since our beginning, we've done hundreds of projects for hundreds of public sector organizations. And even now, government seems to be our biggest customer. And they are, again, I would refer to this IT policy because this is, even if 10 or 20% of what they're claiming becomes reality, we would be in a much more better world than we are today. Second important industry for us is the financial services. So we had been dealing in financial services in the US, 5 of the top 10 banks. We had been serving them for quite some time. And we are now bringing that expertise back to Pakistan. And the latest technology, the latest trends are being adapted by these banks. So that is also great to see that. And the third focus industry for us is retail, particularly fashion apparel retail. So these are the top 3 industries that I could think of where we can see a lot of investments being made. People are savvy, they're investing in technology, and they want to grow. Competition? No, we complement. So it's like complementing those companies because we also have our startups, we also have our products, but we are not really competing with them. We are complementing their services. I'd like to give you an example that Telenor was our first customer, and with them we created this first ever payment gateway for Pakistan. Now that enabled 300 plus e-commerce retailers to be connected with that gateway and accept multiple payment modes, and that is something which facilitated the e-commerce industry. So we are facilitator rather than a competitor. Absolutely, this is very important and very close to our heart because in the past 40 years, if I could summarize one accomplishment, this would be training people, right? So it starts with training people. So all the hundreds and thousands of people that have worked with system at some point in time, or even now working with system, we look at systems as a training institute, right? A lot of them have started their own businesses, people who have left us or are working at reputable or high-ranking positions in the world. We count that as our success because this was their launching pad. They spent their initial years here, they got the confidence and they started to work on that. Other than that, Systems itself is an employee-owned company. So there are about 80, 90 people right now in this company who own this company in Systems. So for us, it's like our startup. If I'm managing my department, it's like my own company. So I would strive to do better every day because this is what I would do for my own company. And the third tier is launching startups. So we have a program called SILA, in Systems Innovation Lab. People who have their ideas and they want systems to invest in terms of resources, funding, or infrastructure. We provide that support to our own people or any outsider who comes to us and would like to collaborate with us. And that is another way of giving back. In a nutshell, we are giving back to the community by creating more and more jobs. We are giving back to the government by bringing in more and more FDI. So that is what matters to us. So the first part matters most. Systems has innovated itself or reinvented itself every few years, which is why we've survived for 40 years, right? So in technology, when technologies are just are coming out at a very fast pace, it is very important to catch up and be adaptive of the latest technologies or trends which are happening in the world. Right now, what we are seeing in Pakistan is a rising trend in the latest adoption of artificial intelligence and data. So we have a competency or practice fully aligned with that. Another one is blockchain. Then we are seeing a lot of focus and efforts on robotic process automation. So companies are savvy, they are making the right investments, they are growing, and then business applications had been there for quite some time and is continuing to be there for some time. So these are really those 4 key areas where we are helping public and private sector organizations to achieve more. ICT is booming. There are a couple of things on the ICT side. The first thing is that as a nation, more than 50% of our population is under 18 years, right? Which presents a huge opportunity for us because those people, they're graduating and they're looking for jobs. Even the new government has promised a lot of jobs. The exact number in IT is anticipated to be 1 million. I think this is less than the potential which this market has to create. But even if they create, say, a 1 million job, these jobs will have to be absorbed by companies like us. We are today 3,500 and we want to be more than 5,000 by 2020. And we are really excited and greatly looking forward to this kind of expansion and growth where the government and private sector partnership helps people to train, to upskill, to cross-skill, to come at a point where we could leverage on them and increase the exports as well as the domestic adoption of technology. Because the digital transformation is the way it is changing the world. The traditional industries are not going to be able to grow the countries. It's going to be a digital landscape. And I think the inclusion of new generation workspace is going to give us a boost to be able to do that. For entry level, at this point in time, they need to have a good basics or a good understanding of computer science, right, as a domain. So their fundamentals have to be really strong. So this is the first. They also need to have a good understanding of what's happening in the world, the latest technologies, the latest trends. I've named a few. So data and big data or artificial intelligence being one, blockchain being another, business intelligence being the third one, so on and so forth. There's a lot of work which is currently being done. And the third thing they have to think about is the unique ideas, right? Because there are a lot of startups in Pakistan. I'm personally mentoring some of them. There are a lot of incubation centers. But unfortunately, we haven't seen a Facebook or a Slack coming out of Pakistan. So I think there's no shortage of talent, but there's a shortage of people who can think of great ideas and execute those great ideas. So these are the step-by-step 3 things that young generation should keep in mind. basics, fundamentals, they have to be really strong. Awareness of latest technologies, trends, whatever is happening, and then the big idea. And making it happen. Because ideas are diamonds, and making it happen is something which is important. So these are the top 3 things which come to my mind. I'd like to thank you for your time and wish all the youngsters who are trying to enter into the IT field to Evaluate Systems Limited come and talk to us and see how we can work together.
Thank you.